happy Homebrew Wednesday. See the glisten? It's hot. It's warm in here. But I do have a beer. Hoppy Bunny Brown. Formerly known as the Hoppy Brown Bunny. But by an accident, the bass player accidentally called this the Hoppy Bunny Brown. So we're rolling with it. I did, it ended up being about a 12, 13, almost 13 gallon batch. And so I did 3 kegs, and I took 2 kegs that were probably ended up being like 3.5 gallons in each one. And I took those over to where we play with the band and the bass player's house, and put them on tap over there. We'll put one on tap and then killed that keg and then put the second one on. But basically, he had a sack of Pilsner, and I ended up brewing this beer and a couple other ones. Well, there will be a couple other ones coming. I've got some stuff to catch y'all up on. But happy Homebrew Wednesday. How's everybody doing? I've got a new iPad, a new device here, so I'm testing it out. It's weird having a huge camera display, but it's kind of cool. All right, so check this out. I've got a chest freezer. This chest freezer is not mine, but it's my neighbor's, and he's building himself a Keyser. You know Chuck, right? So Chuck picked this Keyser up, and he's about a month away or so from getting the rest of the components that he needs, but he got an Inkbird controller and the Keyser, the freezer, and I told him, hey, let's break it in, because I needed some fermentation control, temperature control, due to the fact that I've got a beer in my firm fridge already that is a lager. And that beer, we'll talk about the other beers that are over here next, but that beer was our Homebrew Club's group brew day at Abide Brewing in Noonan, Georgia. Here's a little Abide shout out. Boom. They were our only local brewery up until recently. There's a new one going in. They are opening this summer. I think July is the target, and we're going to actually have a meeting over there to check it out and open their doors for us. So I'll take the camera or phone or whatever, and I'll shoot some footage while I'm over there. That meeting is in a couple weeks, I think. Maybe next week. Anyway, we'll get that down. That should be fun, because that's just down the street from me. Abide is in the next town over, so they're a little bit of a hike. But the brew day was awesome. We did an IPA. I want to say the original gravity was 1068. It was 1066 or 1068, something like that. But I went ahead and pitched a Mangrove Jack's Bavarian lager yeast. So I wanted to do a lager. I wanted to do an IPL with it. It's got Cascade, I think Cascade and Amarillo. I'm going from memory, and I didn't have anything to do with the recipe development, but the work looked great. I didn't get to taste it, but I did do the hop drop over there, and of course I didn't do any filming. The reason I didn't do any footage was because A, I wanted to enjoy the day, B, there was a lot of activity, a lot of stuff going on. It was a good turnout, and C, it was our anniversary, and my wife came along with me, so I didn't want to, just be shooting footage all day and not paying attention to her. So we had a great time. It was awesome. And then I was also a little hungover because we went out for our anniversary the night before. So did all that. Cheers. This beer is drinking awesome. It's a American brown ale with coffee malt, Citra, Amarillo, and I actually threw a few other hops in there. I can't even tell you exactly all the hops, but not from memory anyway, because I changed the recipe up. But it turned out great. Anyway, this freezer here has got some beer in it. because I did some brewing. Yeah, I did some brewing. Did some brewing on Sunday. I did a couple of beers. I did a Dropkick Nate, to the letter, and also did a New England IPA with Medusa hops. So if you guys don't know anything about Medusa hops or Neo Mexicanos, you really need to look into them. I'm going to try to put a link down below, a really good link, a really good write-up on what these hops are about, why they're called Medusa, and kind of the origin. They say that they're like the first native North American hop, something that was, you know, not bred elsewhere and brought over here. But I'm not sure. Reading more about them, not 100% sure, but they are very unique. These are multi-headed cones. So instead of just having a single cone that grows off of the vine, there's like 5 or 6 of them that grow together. So it's like a multi-headed deal, kind of like Medusa snakehead, right? So all these hop cones are kind of coming off the same thing. Anyway, go down and check out that link. Badass. So Yakima Valley Hops, when I met them last year at HomebrewCon, they were pushing these things. They had a couple beers that were brewed up for HomebrewCon on tap that we could taste. And I wasn't really getting the unique or really able to pick up the qualities of the Medusa hops. So I told them, like, hey, you know, throw me some hops. I'll brew them up. I'll, you know, showcase them on the channel. So this beer, I've got a little bit of footage, not a whole lot, but this is my Medusa showcased hop beer, and I'm gonna be bringing it to HomebrewCon, so in Portland next month. Can't believe it's next month already. Crazy. Really excited about that. What else? So the Dropkick Nate was bang on at 10:56. Well, almost bang on, a little bit high. And then the New England IPA, Medusa New England IPA, is 10:54 starting gravity. 10:52, 10:54. So that's right there. It's going to have a pound of Medusa in it. It had a 4-ounce 5-minute edition, and it had a 4-ounce Whirlpool. It just got a 4-ounce dry hop this morning, and then it's going to get another 4-ounce dry hop that I may split into 2 and do a triple dry hop. It just depends. I might do one more in the fermenter and then keg hop it, so that might be a triple dry hop. 2 ounces and 2 ounces, or I might just go all 4. We'll see. I'm just yapping, just throwing out ideas. Yeah, some beer mails are going out soon. Got some brewing stuff to do. I've got to take care of a pina colada mead that is overdue. I did rack it. It's in secondary, so I finally racked it. That thing's going on a year. It'll be a year next month, and I am gonna do more pineapple and more coconut. Okay, some more toasted coconut. I'm gonna just throw in a little bit of something to kill the yeast off, and then dose it with all the fruit, and then not leave it on the fruit for too long. Pull it off, bottle it, bam. Probably, maybe rack it tertiary, and then let it clear up. But hey, it's 10 minutes. Check out the footage. Hope you guys are doing great. I apologize for not being around. Apologize for the shaky camera work. Just getting used to this new iPad thing. But yeah, peace. I'll do my best to be back on here more often. Life is just insane. Cheers, y'all. Have a great one. And until next time, home brew up. Cheers. Running off a little DKN for the first brew in almost Actually, over 2 months. So, gonna do a little. Today we're gonna try a little fly sparge, just because I had to run the water into that guy. So I ran out of propane. It was up at temperature, but I'm still running off. So sparge water's ready, but I'm out of propane, and I'm not ready to sparge. So anyway, little trick: if you've got one of these, you can throw your sparge water in there. I know a lot of brewers do it. I think Lermo 22 does that. Anyway, but yeah, so far so good. It's a little warm today, but we're getting the brew day down. Gonna brew a couple beers. Cheers. Hey, Dropkick Nate, first hop drops. Boom. What you got in there?
A little bit of hops and crystal meth.
Oh, yeah? Oh, it's not the Heisenberg shit, is it?
Nah, it's white.
5-minute edition. Boom. Oh, man. All right, whirlpool time. Second brew is on the go. 100% Medusa Hazy IPA. So last year I got a pound of Medusa from Yakima Valley Hops when I was at HomebrewCon, and so I decided I'd go ahead and use these up. I'm going to do a New England IPA. Actually, it's pretty close to my Cloud Hopper recipe. A couple little variations. But it's going to be all Medusa except for the bittering hops, which I only put in a 1/4 ounce of Columbus at the beginning. But it's going to be a full pound, 4 ounces at 5 minutes, 4 ounces in Whirlpool, and then 2 4-ounce dry hop additions. And I'm going to take it to HomebrewCon with me and see what they think. Cheers. 4 ounces for a 5-minute addition. That should be about right. Medusa. Okay, here's another 4 ounces of Medusa for a Whirlpool. I gotta say that these hops are not super juicy or citrusy smelling aroma-wise. They kind of remind me a little bit of Amarillo. So there's a touch of that kind of apricot, stone fruit, kind of, I don't know, thing going on. They smell pretty good. There's almost like a mint and tea quality to them too. So we'll see how they pan out. Not sure if it's a great hop for a New England IPA, but why not?